Askreddit, what are some guy secrets girls don't know about? I had a girl tell me that my haircut looked nice. I've kept that same haircut for 4 years since then. Edit, hey thanks for my first gold. And silver. Rad, edit 2, platinum. Thank you so much. You're a legend. Dude, I got a compliment about some shorts I was wearing that I was unsure if they looked good or not. Those are now my favorite shorts. Just because we're in the shower for an abnormally long time doesn't mean we're jerking off. Guys like to have long hot showers too, ya know. Yeah, it's freezing AF outside the shower. It's not that we can't take hints, we are just afraid of looking too far into something. If someone is flirting with me, I have the dilemma of, is she actually into me or is this just how her personality is? Exactly. 1. Take the hint and it was what we thought. Good, flirting successful. 2. Take the hint and I was wrong, relation with her ruined, entire group shames me until the heat death of the universe. Edit, I didn't meant my friends shame me but other people more close to her will for sure. Niece try BuzzFeed. Yeah, like why the hell do I keep stumbling on what seem like legitimate articles all over the internet that reference Reddit users as a primary source of factual information? If you have a son, don't rush into his room and demand that he get up immediately to do chores or some shit. He definitely has morning wood and would appreciate not needing to hide a boner from his mom. Give him like 5 minutes. Cannot stress this enough. Do you know how awkward it is to have your mom wake you up and tell you to get straight out of bed to do something? Let me deal with my pitched tent before I get out of bed, please. I like hugs. You monster, I bet you like hand-holding too. The occasional longer stride to attempt to inconspicuously adjust our balls. Yeah, we know that one and it isn't that subtle. We can't move our penis without closing our butthole. Edit, thanks for all the silver and the gold. This is really blowing up. You just made men all over the internet clench their ass. That's power you can't buy. We don't get the hint. Saying, I almost broke my neck in the driveway, is not the same as asking us to shovel it. In my mind I'm thinking thanks for the heads up, I'll be careful. Subtle hints do not work, obvious hints do not work. Anything short of spelling it out ABC style at us, will not work. When I try to pick up on hints I get it wrong almost every time. If it is hot outside, and you see a guy do some wacky dance, they are just unsticking their balls. You fool. You've destroyed us. I'm not staring at you, I'm zoned out thinking about how I'd start a brewery in medieval England whilst my eyes just happen to be facing your direction. Edit, spelling. That awkward moment when you zone back in and you are staring at someone you don't know that wasn't in front of you a moment ago, and they are looking back at you. Guys also like to be walked up to and asked out. My current girlfriend, soon-to-be fiancé, asked me out. We worked at the same company, and she just came up to me and said, hey Justyburger, I think you and I should go get dinner tonight. I asked her who else was going, and she said, I think it'd be nice if it was just you and me. So yay, that was pretty cool. As a favor, I worked on a girl's car one time and got pretty dirty. Afterwards, she asked me if I wanted to come inside and take a shower. I told her, no, because I hadn't brought any clean clothes to put on after the shower. She just kinda giggled. Yeah, us guys aren't exactly too bright when it comes to reading between the lines. How many nights have you laid awake replaying this what if in your mind? We desperately want you to toss us things instead of just handing them to us. Oh good. I throw stuff at my husband all the time and often wondered if I was being silly. Now I wonder if I should throw even more stuff. Shrinkage. I was in the pool. Sometimes we want to not do anything cause our dicks get hard for no reason. Many hey come do your chores, having to be deflected with yeah in a minute while you wait. It's actually not always so easy to get an erection. Sometimes he's tired, or he's nervous or worried, or he's on meds that make it difficult. Antidepressants are notorious for this, or any number of things. The stereotype is that men are always ready to get up and go, but this is far from true. So don't expect it, and don't be offended when his dick doesn't want to play, even if he does. To add to this, sometimes you can't orgasm. It's not that sex doesn't feel great, it's the same game of tired, meds, anxious, etc. The desire to touch the top of the doorframe is a primal one. I can't understand it, I just do it. Well, slap my tits and make me a man, because I aid tall women to enjoy touching the doorframe. P. Shivers. I've never felt so connected to my fellow man than knowing every guy in the world understands these two words. Only weirdos choose to piss in the urinal next to you when there are plenty of open urinals along the wall. Also, if we have to use the toilet to piss, we tend to piss on the side of the bowl to make less noise. Whisper piss. Our aim isn't bad, it's just sometimes a weird spray. Edit, my first gold. Thanks, stranger. There's Bloom. Edit, you know what's better than 1 platinum? 2 silvers. Thanks for them. Laughing face. Edit 2, well now it's 3 silvers. I can't tell if you guys are mocking me. LMAO face with tears of joy. Edit 3, and now it's 4 silvers. Why do I feel scammed? Face with tears of joy. Adjusting your dick upwards towards your belly button when having a boner in public in order to hide it. Having a boner doesn't always mean you're turned on. And as it slowly becomes flaccid, you worry about it slipping loose and going on display. When people come crying to us, our first inclination is to fix the problem. Since this is often not possible, lead with something along the lines of, "Can I vent for a minute?" Or anything that signals to us this is just a time for active listening, rather than a problem-solving session. As a man, I support this message. Your chances of getting what you want out of us are infinitely higher if you tell us directly. I can vouch for this. I was upset with my so for not picking up what I thought were clear hints, when he responded frustrated with, "I don't understand hints, just tell me what you want, woman." He really helped me communicate better. I don't know why we grow up thinking we can't directly ask for things. A lot of guys answering right now are on the toilet enjoying some quality time with Reddit. The bathroom is an experience for many men. Thank you for the silver and gold, strangers. Can confirm, am on toilet redditing at the moment. 10 out of 10, will assuredly do again. Morning wood can be cool for wake-up sex, not cool if you have to pee. We have to do all sorts of acrobatic maneuvers to pee. I myself like to do the Michael. I would say I'm more of a plank man myself. Compliments will last for weeks, months, even years. Guys are crazy for a simple, "You're hot," or "You're really handsome," or something with their personality or looks. Edit, gold? I still think about the cute girl at that takeout place telling me I have nice eyes. That was a year ago. No, I'm not lonely. Why do you ask? I've been on the toilet for 30 minutes, but I am actually pooping. Gold. Edit, thanks for that. Can I trade my coins for hemorrhoid cream? This doesn't happen often, but my wife doesn't believe that one can take that long to poop. Lol. Sometimes we like to be the little spoon. If the big spoon is smaller than you, it's called a jetpack. Just because I got pee on the wall, doesn't mean I'm being lazy, it's because it decided to come out a different direction than where the hose was pointed. Edit, just to clarify, I did clean it up. But at 6 in the morning sometimes you miss a spot. The good old fork in the road. If you want something, just ask us. We are task-orientated. Saying, "I'm cold," won't always register to us as, "I need a blanket, can you get me one?" And if you're mad at us for something, just tell us and we will probably stop doing that thing if it's realistic. Don't just fester in your anger for days and wonder why we don't care. We do, we just have no idea what you want us to do. Edit, for those wondering, yes, I did get this from the Owen Benjamin bit, and I highly recommend giving it a watch. Well damn, Jackie, I can't control the weather. No matter how you shake and dance, the last 2 drops go in your pants. Credit to you, X Supa Jesus X. So is someone with male genitalia, peeing standing up is a regular occurrence in my life. While convenient and time-efficient, one significant downside is the occasional dribble over the next few minutes when you don't quite clear the line. That was until a couple hours ago when my friend graced me with the knowledge of the double gooch push. For those that aren't aware, the gooch, also known as the perineum, is the surface area between the anus and the genitals, a pretty much unimportant part of the human anatomy in everyday life. But, after you're done urinating, if you push on your gooch several times it clears the rest of the urine out of your system that would inevitably end up making its way out in an inconvenient fashion. Now I was skeptical, how could I have lived 24 years of my life without knowing this crucial piece of the draining the main vein process? But after trying it, I can confirm, it not only completely empties the tank, it allows you to hold your head high knowing you can continue your day with dry underwear and a clean member. Try it for yourself and tell everyone you know, you won't be disappointed. Edit, my most upvoted thing on Reddit is about pushing on your taint to get your pee out. Nice. If we have a goofy hobby and you take interest in it, even the slightest, we love it. I'm a big gamer and my wife, who also games but not the same ones I play, will often watch what I'm doing, ask about the game, and generally take an interest. Her saying, "Oh, are you looking forward to Anthem?" is really cool and I appreciate her interest. It's be so easy for her to pay no attention, and her doing so makes a big difference. Eagerly awaiting single woman who collects teacups and enjoys experimental baking. We really do think your hair is good. It looked good before and after you got a haircut. It looked good curly and it looked good straight. It looked good when you woke up and when you made it. As long as it's shaped like the hair we gave girls on stick figures when we were 5 years old, we think it looks good. I wish more girls understood that. My hair is a mess, I know it is, and I think that's fracking adorable. PLS, just be cute too. When we want to be alone, it's not that we don't want to be around you, it's that we don't want to be around anyone for a bit. I get this one way too well. I go through bouts where I just don't want to talk to anyone regardless of how close we are. Sometimes we masturbate just to pass the time. It is not sexual at all. It is a bit like making a coffee to pass 10 minutes. If you play video games hours on end, a solid wank can revitalize your body and keep it going. How often we fantasize about saving the day from terrorist attack or something. Yeep. I'm the world's greatest action hero, in my own head. I've saved numerous aircraft, boats, family members, and beautiful women, in my own head. Men have just as many issues with mental health, depression, anxiety, body issues. Please recognize this. I hate living in a world where it's not socially acceptable for men to talk about these things. A lot of guys would talk about their experiences and issues but don't feel like they can. I feel like we just sort of ignore the issue and guys that have mental health issues are sort of looked down upon because men are all supposed to be outgoing and confident. Maybe you have a guy friend who doesn't get out a lot, maybe he's acting strange or isn't totally there, this might be why. Edit, thank you for the gold and silver. It's my first time receiving them, smiley face. I just wanna say this isn't a competition. Mental health issues are experienced by everyone and it's a very serious issue that isn't talked about enough, especially for men, that's my point. Also, I had a friend in college who really tried to get me to go to a male group therapy session. The thought of it gave me anxiety and I didn't go, but I really regret not going. I was able to make my situation better by removing myself from the toxic environment that I found myself in and talking more openly about my struggles to friends who would listen. I found outlets through film, media, music, and comedy. I'm not an expert on these issues but I know them firsthand. If you need help I strongly urge you to reach out to someone or seek therapy and find different outlets that spark joy. Bunch of snitches in this thread. At least they didn't disclose any of the serious stuff, like stuff about that meeting we all have once a year. Sometimes, our urine spontaneously splits into 2 streams while we're peeing. Usually it's kind of freaky, sometimes it's cool as heck. Probably depends on the day. Relevant, NSFW-ish. Edit. I know of some instances of advanced pee splitting where the stream splits into 2, then converges back into 1, then splits back into 2 again. Edit 2. Many thanks for the gold, the truth needs to come out. Preferably not in 2 streams though. Ever had 6 streams before? I have, and they all went in every direction that wasn't the toilet. Please subscribe. Multiple videos uploaded daily.